Hello, my name is Alisa Mananda Putri Giza, number matric 302988, and I will presenting lighting analysis for assignment 1 of lighting and rendering. So for the first scene that I'm using is the amazing digital circus from YouTube, and the scene that I'm using is indoor lighting condition. The lighting type that this scene uses is area and point light. The warm area light coming from the doorway, it acts as the key light, and it is the brightest source of the scene. The second source is the colored ambient light inside the room. This includes red, green, and purple point lights that bounces over and around the walls. And the third is the low intensity fill light that softly illuminates the darker parts of the room, so the viewer can recognize the shapes and objects inside the room, even though the environment is dim and unsettling. Second is lighting interaction. The key light from the door creates a long and stretched shadows from the wooden floor. This happens because the light is coming from a low angle and is very directional. The colored lights interact strongly with the walls because the walls have a matte and uneven texture, allowing the colors to scatter and blend. Meanwhile, the wooden floor has a slight reflective surface which makes the shadow appear sharper. This contrast helps draw the viewer's eye towards the doorway. In my opinion, the lighting is very effective in creating atmosphere and emotional impact of the scene. However, I would add a small rim light around the main character inside the room. This would help separate the character from the background and make them more visually readable, especially with strong colors and shadows.
Been looking for this. Thanks for keeping an eye on it, Coffee. I'm gonna head out. See ya.
The second scene that I'm using is from Encanto, where they start singing outside of their house. That creates the outdoor day lighting condition. So the first, for the lighting type and source, the scene uses natural sunlight, represented by a directional sunlight coming from above and slightly to the right. The sunlight acts as the key light, giving the character bright highlights and clear visibility. There is also an ambient bounce light coming from the surroundings, like the grass, the bright walls of the houses, which bring light back into the characters. The second is the lighting interactions. The sunlight creates soft, natural shadows under the characters and objects. Because the character's clothing and skin have smooth but slightly matte textures, the light spreads gently, avoiding any shiny reflections. The green plants and warm colored houses reflect colored light back into the scene, giving the environment a warm and lively tone. The lighting creates a mood that feels happy, warm, and full of life. The bright sunlight suggests a peaceful daytime atmosphere, emphasizing the idea of friendly and welcoming community. The soft pale lights and colorful reflection makes the environment look vibrant and stylish, but also believable. Even though the lighting is very effective for creating a cheerful tone, I think I might slightly increase the contrast between the foreground and background. The background is very colorful and detailed, which can make the characters blend in. Increasing the rim light and darken the background slightly would help the main characters stand out more clearly while keeping the warm daylight feeling.
Remember, I don't know. Alright, relax. It is physically impossible to relax. Everything. What are your powers? Just tell us what everyone can do.
And that's why coffee's for grown-ups.